This podcast is being brought to you by Mike's Merchandise. You can find them on the web at mikesmerchandisebhm.com or give them a call at 205-624-4177. You're listening to the 10 out of 10 podcast, where we take you on our journey exploring cities that are sports hotbeds, primarily in SEC country or throughout the South. Each week, you will learn the best places to eat, hottest venues to visit, and a few hidden gems along the way. So when you visit, your trip will also be a 10 out of 10. This week, we're going to explore Auburn, Alabama.
Yeah, so we went to Auburn for the Auburn-Georgia game this past weekend. It was great. So at the beginning of the week, I was offered 2 tickets from an F3 buddy of mine who works for McGriff Insurance. But it had to go through a client. I'm not a client, so it went to a client, emailed over, downloaded. And as I started to think about who I was going to take to the game, I wasn't being trapped here as a Georgia fan, being trapped here in Birmingham. I wouldn't say trapped because I love it, but being over here in Birmingham, there's only Auburn, there's only Alabama fans, and I wasn't going to take an Auburn fan to the game. So I decided to ask Jenna to go with me. Even though knowing she's an Alabama fan, I made her dress in red and black. We had to pick out her outfit way before
He had
Saturday.
to approve it. Like, I wasn't allowed to go unless Tom approved my outfit. So I was like, wow,
yeah.
I mean,
you pulled it off nicely. Cowboy boots and a black romper, red cowboy boots, black romper. You would have fit in well in Athens.
Same thing I would have worn to the Alabama game if I was there.
Oh yeah.
It transferred.
You would wear
over.
black to an Alabama game?
Sure. I mean, red boots,
Okay, crimson. We'll call them red. It worked. But yeah, so we went. We got good tickets, great seats, a really good parking pass over by the arena. So we were able to get all that done. The parking pass was left for us at the front desk of the Auburn Hotel. So that was our first stop.
I was super impressed with that.
Yeah, the hotel was really nice. It was very nice.
If you need somewhere to stay, I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably pretty booked up in advance. They didn't have. I was just going to try to valet there because it would have been a lot easier than getting the parking pass and driving all the way around. But they were like, our lot is full. It's been full forever. But
they had a whole restaurant. They had theme music playing everywhere we went. I thought it was kind of interesting though. They had the Auburn band theme music playing everywhere.
Yeah,
I don't remember that in Tuscaloosa happening, but maybe it does. I just every speaker is playing Auburn band.
I'm surprised
songs.
Alabama has a band.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
So let's talk about where to eat, what to do, and where to go, or what to see in Auburn. Okay. So
talk about how touristy you are and what all we had to do.
I had never been before. This was a whole lifetime. I've never done this, and I just had to do it. And Tom was like, that is a whole 15-minute walk out of the way.
Well, it's funny. I went to Auburn before transferring out of Auburn to Georgia. I went there for a year and a half, and I had never had a lemonade from Toomer's Corner either.
That's so sad.
So it was a good experience.
I thought it was worth it. It was a super long line. Let me just tell you that. But it was a 15-minute walk because we parked closer to the stadium. But I 100%, you have to do it. It's a rite of passage.
It was great. The lemonade was great. They had ice cream, lemonade. I got some ice cream. We hadn't eaten anything yet, so we were walking around. I was starving, looking for something to eat. And she really wanted to go to Toomer, so we went to Toomer's. And, of course,
their food looked good, too. They didn't have it on game day. But if you're there, not on a Saturday for a game, they had, chicken salad sandwiches and grilled cheese and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure it was good. I would
argue that it may be the best lemonade I've ever had.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, can you name another better one?
No, I mean, it was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I was really thirsty, so it was really good. It was so hot outside.
And if you're an Auburn fan, they had lots of good Auburn gear. I kept telling Tom I was about to buy an Auburn pin or something, and he just...
I was not allowing that.
He was over it.
I was more nervous than most Georgia fans. I knew, and I know Georgia well enough to know that we weren't going to just go in there and destroy them like everybody thought.
You're the first person I've heard admit that, though.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody else is Georgia, 3-peat, whatever. No.
Well, that's still going to happen. I mean, we're still undefeated. We walked out of there undefeated, but I was not entirely sure we were going to beat them as badly as everyone else did. And I knew that 14.5 points was way too many points. So, I mean, it is the oldest rivalry in the South. Been playing them, since like 1886 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then what?
We went to the game.
Oh, we got Jimmy John's.
We did. We had to stop at Jimmy John's. We were like running late.
Shocker, right? Jenna was running late.
I had a very important event in Birmingham that morning, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let it slide. But then we went to the game. It was great. The seats were phenomenal. We were right behind the end zone. It was super hot, and me being a ginger, I didn't have a hat on. My forehead for the rest of the week has been peeling.
I got a tan line.
Yeah,
I really did.
We had some great people around us, except there was the one old man to Jenna's left.
He was sweet.
Yeah,
he was so sweet.
But he asked me, he's like, "Are you her dad?" And I was like, no. I was like, she does call me daddy, but
oh my gosh, stop!
Like, I'm not her dad. So. I mean, it was fun. The people were great. I know he was just playing around, but it was fun.
I loved it, the experience. Like, the only other times I've been to Auburn was for the Iron Bowl, and obviously one of them was the 1 second game, very bad.
The kick six?
Yeah.
Man, so you're the bad luck. Good.
I think that was good luck because we were going for Georgia. But the other time was Alabama won really big. But I've never been to Auburn experiencing it not an Alabama fan,
You weren't really going for Georgia.
But I enjoyed it. I thought Auburn's band was good. I liked all their songs and Georgia's songs. Everybody has good songs.
You're talking about the band songs. I mean, let's talk about the game for a minute. Man, we did not. I'm not going to say we didn't look. I don't think we were as prepared as we should have been. I think Auburn played really, really well in the first half, especially. They really, really stopped everything we had to put out there. And then Peyton Thorne had his best game yet as an Auburn Tiger.
What about all those injuries, though?
Yeah, gosh, I sent you those videos. Them faking injuries in the fourth quarter.
It was there were so many back to back, and we were like, "What?"
Trying to stop plays. That's just dirty Auburn tricks. They couldn't stop Brock Bowers, so they had to.
I'm sure Georgia's done the same thing. I think everybody's done that before.
Georgia would never.
Oh, okay.
God, we are so classy. I don't know what you're talking about. We probably have.
But also, we're going to talk about something else to go see or do. So since, Tom, you were an Auburn and Georgia alumni, tell me some more that you know about Auburn that I don't know. Because we weren't there that long.
No.
We went to the game, went to Toomer's Corner, and pretty much got out of there. Because, I don't know, Georgia won. So
yeah, everyone
hates Georgia, I guess.
I don't really know what to tell you other than, I mean, they have a pretty good, downtowns, there's only 3 or 4 bars and restaurants down there when I was there.
I hear Sky Bar a lot.
Sky Bar, Bourbon Street, and then it used to be, when I was there, it was Bodega, and there was one other one. There was only 4. So most of the time, everybody went to, this is kind of why it wasn't my scene. It's pretty country. So, most of the time, it was all, at the fraternity houses or in the fields or wherever.
They have that rodeo thing, don't they?
Yeah, the Alpha Scout rodeo is actually, a big deal. It's, on the rodeo circuit, and it's a big deal. But you do get some drunk fraternity guys that attempt it and look really foolish doing it. It was fun. It was fun.
They have good bands at it, too.
Yeah.
Singers and stuff.
Yeah, they get good music.
Maybe we should go to that.
To the Alpha Scout rodeo?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
Do I look like a rodeo guy to you? I don't have boots. I don't even own boots. This is why.
You're an Auburn guy, Tom.
This is why Georgia, the University of Georgia, is so much better. And you'll see when we go over there for the Ole Miss game that you're going to be amazed by it. You've never been to Athens at all, have you?
Nope.
You're going to be amazed
Only
by
Greece.
downtown Athens. Yes, Athens, Georgia. The downtown scene it's huge. It's so much better. There's over 100 bars and restaurants downtown. It's great.
Well, so, like, did you have a favorite restaurant besides Toomer's that you liked?
Yeah, I really liked it. I loved Mike and Ed's barbecue there. They had this vinegar, like more vinegar-based barbecue sauce that was really, really good. Mike and Ed's. There was also Byron's barbecue. They had some really good barbecue there. I was very impressed by their barbecue. But I don't, to be honest with you.
Would you say it's better than Memphis barbecue?
No, I would not say that. No, Memphis is famous barbecue. I'm just talking about, like, I'll be honest with you. For the 1.5, 2 years that I was at Auburn, I was drunk most of the time.
You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, to get through that. You know, I don't know.
You had to drink a lot at Auburn. I'm not real sure. I wasn't doing the dining experience when I was a college student at Auburn. It'd be something I would do now.
So every week we do something called the 10 out of 10, and we highlight one thing from our experience that we give a 10 to. So this week's 10 out of 10, I just want to say, was Jordan-Hare Stadium, because they had these water coolers. Like, you can fill up your water bottle for free the whole game.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was going to be like a nice fall day. It was not. I mean, it was 900 degrees in there, and the beauty of that game is that we walk right down our tunnel, and there's this huge, like, water tower type what they call the hydration station area, and it had, 10 nozzles around it, and everybody could just go, and you could reuse your water bottle and not have to pay $4 every time for a new water. Yeah, I thought
that was a great idea.
That is a great idea.
That most places don't do, so
I have not seen one.
Appreciated it a lot for the fans.
Yeah, I've never seen one at another stadium. So, I was very appreciative of it, certainly.
Go Auburn.
No, I refuse to say that. And that's not what they say anyway. They say War Eagle.
True.
We say Go Dogs. They say War Eagle. And y'all have some stupid Tide thing that nobody cares about.
So we have a few extra points just for the updates this week. So we're going to talk about things that happened at Alabama this week, because this was all about Auburn. So we got to talk a little bit about the Tide too.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you your Tide moment.
On the way home, we were watching the Alabama game.
Oh, yeah, we went to Chuck's. Yeah, you told me. We stopped at Chuck's to have dinner on the way back down 280. My first time at Chuck's. Really, really good. Great. I recommend it. It was really good. What'd you have? What was that thing called that you had?
It's called the Donkey on Crack roll.
The Donkey on Crack roll.
It's like a secret menu of sushi at Chuck's, and apparently they didn't have it at the Birmingham location because, Chuck's originated in Tuscaloosa. You knew that, right?
I take back everything I said about Chuck's.
And
just kidding.
So they had that there, and I was like, do y'all have that here? They said, yeah, we had to start making it because everyone requested it. It's so good.
It could have fed a family of 4.
It's a very large roll of sushi, but it's just like the best one. I don't even know what's in it. It's just that good.
Yeah, I mean, it was very good. I agree with you.
So Alabama won really big. Yay.
We were sitting outside and had the Alabama game on Jenna's phone.
Yeah.
Just propped up on it.
I mean, we could have sat like inside at the bar, but it was cold. So.
Yeah, felt good. Felt good outside.
But apparently Nick Saban is back. Like the old Nick Saban.
The fiery Nick Saban.
Yeah, but we can thank Miss Terry, according to everyone. So there was like an interview that Tom said he really enjoyed this interview.
I did. I tell you what, it was one of the better interviews from a college football player. When asked what it was like to get chewed out by Nick Saban, his answer was one of the best I've ever heard. I mean, he was. First of all, he's got my last name, the same last name as me, so like that
it's
probably
Terry
gives
Arnold.
Yeah,
don't want to look it up.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, he was like, he answered. He was like, I try to listen to the words he's saying and not how he's saying it. He was like, that's how. He's like, I try to take that as coaching, and I was like, wow. I was like, that's a very mature answer for an 18-year-old kid, freshman. He was like, I don't pay any attention to the yelling. Try to listen to the words. I was like, that's great. That was really, really great answer. So props to Terrion Arnold.
He's doing big things.
Yeah.
So the next update we have is about the USFL. So did you hear they're merging with the XFL?
I did from you. I did from you. Not that I really care too much about the USFL or XFL, but I know you do. So tell me about the merger.
It's gotten a lot of buzz. Like, everybody's talking about it. People are like, it's fake news, it's not real. But they released a statement that was saying they do intend to merge, which I think is great because, I mean, like, just put them all together. Because you won't have, like, half fans here, half fans there.
How many teams did the XFL have?
I didn't really watch the XFL much, but I think it was 8. Yeah, it was 8.
Was it 8 in both leagues?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of talk of, is it going to cut down to only 8 teams, 12 teams, 16 teams? You know, it's just a bunch of speculation right now, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. So it's not finalized yet?
No.
Okay. All right.
But they want to make it to where, like, they can merge or feed right into the NFL. Kind of like, you know, the minor leagues of baseball.
Like a grapefruit league? No, that's a really old term, but yeah, okay, I know what you mean. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the G League would be in basketball, like, you know, Birmingham Squadron.
Yeah,
they are the G League team for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They're starting back soon.
Yeah,
we'll have to go to that.
I love their games.
So, did you hear who won the NFL drip contest?
Yeah, but I think you missed one because I saw your Instagram and I saw the voting, and there was a guy. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce his name right, but there was a guy, a tight end. Do you remember that for the Cleveland Browns that got burned the weekend before, and he had on this like incredibly awesome mask that covers, what's his name? God, Njoku or something?
Yeah, David Njoku.
Njoku, yes.
I have to look it up.
You need to look that up because he would have won the drip contest.
You should have sent me your suggestion.
Well, I don't know. You have so many things on Instagram. It's hard to it's hard to pick.
It's not that bad.
Sometimes I just click through your stories.
So
really
Devontae
fast.
Smith won this week.
Of course he did. He's an Alabama fan.
I didn't even vote for him.
But most of your fans are Alabama fans that are going to vote for him.
It's about fashion.
Okay. That's fair. You would have won last night with your shoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She had great shoes last night.
I have style. This podcast has been brought to you by Mike's Merchandise. You can find them on the web at mikesmerchandisebhm.com or give them a call at 205-624-4177. Thank you for listening to the 10 out of 10 podcast. Follow our travels every Victory Monday on YouTube and Apple Podcast, and extra content on Instagram at Jenna C. Harkness. Until next time, make each day a 10 out of 10.